Perfect. Well, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of GDP, the Director's Cut. It has been quite a few minutes since we've done this, but we have the wonderful Jimmy Del Ponte back for a second time. How are you, Jimmy?
Hello. I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. I'm trying to think the last time you were here. I guess we were in Apple Cinemas when I interviewed you, right? No, we were
Um,
in Connor's house when I interviewed
we
you.
were, yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how much time has passed. It's
So that was
crazy.
that was probably like August. So that was right. I think that was before anything had been filmed, or maybe like the first day of filming had started. But I think that was it.
Yeah, just like a small chunk had been filmed, but I think that was even before I signed on as the editor.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you were just doing audio then, right?
Yeah, I was doing a whole bunch of stuff like slating and like lighting and all that. But yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah. So I guess my first question is, what have you been up to since then?
Um, it's been a lot of uh it's been a lot of editing. I've been down here in my studio, cracking away at the film with Connor. He would pop in a couple times and we have some meetings on Zoom. Um, also just been like producing music on the side and like uh anything like that really. It's just down here in my studio. It's my den.
What kind of music do you produce?
So I do like pop music, and I'm in a like a pop duo with my brother Joey, and we're currently working on an EP, and um, eventually we're gonna be shooting some music videos and releasing that a little before the summer. So it's exciting.
That's really cool. Do you do any like instruments or anything, or is it all samples?
So right now it's like it's kind of hard. It's what with COVID and everything, it's hard for us to get into a studio and like
Hmm.
and actually record. But we both play like instruments. I play piano and drums, and my brother does like he does piano and bass and guitar and all that. We both sing. Um, but yeah, so far it's just been like electronic and like synthesizers, and that's kind of what we've been experimenting with.
Do you sing on them at all, or no?
Yeah,
You do? Oh my
I do.
gosh, that's
Yeah,
so cool. Do you
yeah,
so do you do the composing and the songwriting then?
yeah. And it's really cool because like my brother's here right now. He's upstairs. Um, we'll like we'll send each other files over email and just like I'll come up with a melody and send it to him, and he'll send me back like lyrics like in like an iPhone video, and just I'll be like, wow, that was quick. And then he'll come down and record it down here, and it's like a really fun like collaboration method, just how we've adapted in COVID. Um, but yeah,
That is very cool. I'm actually semi-familiar because my brother went to school for audio engineering and he does that too. So I know like, yeah, send me the stems or whatever, like
yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
exactly. He's always sending me stems. I'm like, you gotta just bounce me everything.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's what we've been keeping busy. So
Do you have a approximate release date for your EP, or is it just vibes right now?
we're currently sitting on like 10 songs, but we're still not sure if we want to like release them in chunks.
Hmm.
Um, but I think it's gonna be like it was April right now, maybe June,
June
around
is
June or
nice.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ready for winter
sooner
or
hopefully.
summer?
Yeah, that's the goal.
What I think what surprised me when I first learned about the music industry is kind of what you were describing, and how musicians will have like tons of songs ready, but they just won't release them, and that they'll schedule them out. I didn't realize that there was such a
Yeah,
like a vault that most musicians have.
yeah. It's and it can get pretty cluttered at times. It's like I think a lot of musicians. I know I struggle with this. Like they're not sure when to release or
Hmm.
like when the right time is, um if they should release a music video or not, or a lyric video, or just drop the song and like just have that. And like a lot of people end up not like they sit on songs for so long they don't end up releasing them until like months or like a year later.
Yeah.
And it's like
Mhm.
I think that's a pretty bad habit to get into, because like you should just like when a song's ready, like I mean, unless you have like a music video in the works, I feel like you should just drop it or like whip up like a lyric video or something.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. If you think there's a benefit to like saving songs so they have more of like an artistic like motif across them, like you want to save songs so they're all similar so an album works better, or do you prefer like releasing as you go?
I'm definitely a fan of saving songs and like building up like an actual like constructing like a like we'll do like a mood board and like how can like what songs did that we produce like work together and like construct like a story and like how can we build this like a universe in our songs. um but also it's like sometimes a song is just like best released as is like a single, and we've done that many times.
Hmm. Have you filmed any music videos yet for any of your songs?
um the last music video that I shot was for a song called Mess You Up. And that that was also for our group Del. I don't know if I said that already.
Hmm.
Um, but that was in August, I think.
Hmm.
And that was just like super run and gun. Like I still had a camera rented out from my school, and we just like went and walked around Somerville and just shot some stuff. And I did some VFX with like I put like UFOs in the sky, and just to get something out there. But like yeah, it's been a while. Um
Hmm.
and a lot of it's just been like building up the music vault, waiting to release.
Hmm. And you were graduated the last time I talked to you, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So this has been your little post-grad project, doing the movie and then your little music side project.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. And do you think that that's been fulfilling over the past, I guess, 6 months?
Yeah, definitely. It's been a really good outlet, like a creative outlet, having the film to edit, because like I love editing. It's like, and I have OCD, so like it's perfect for me to like express or like I don't know, like exercise that part of my brain that needs like organization and all that. Um and also to have like music on the side to express myself and like how I'm feeling, and like throughout the whole thing it's been great.
How do you think editing songs and producing music differs from editing the movie?
That's a good question. I feel like there's actually a lot of similarities, um because like uh it only in when we started adding like music and like audio like cues to the film did it start really coming together, and it like really like brought you into this world and like made you feel, it makes you feel immersed. And that's something that like that I love about music is like it's like a 3-minute song can tell such a deep story. And when you have like such detailed like meticulously placed audio tracks throughout a film, it's like you're just enriching that story so much more. um and I feel like without music in a film, it's like, unless that's like your goal, if you're doing like an experimental film, like
Mhm.
that's different. But you know, having music in a film is so crucial, and it's like Conor will even attest to that. It's like it makes such a difference.
So how did you get on board for editing the GDP movie?
um I think so. Conor and I had been talking for a while. He hit me up earlier in the summer, and it was just kind of like keep this on your radar. We'll contact you if you know, we'll see what's up. I think so. Originally, I was helping out on set, um, and it just kind of it feels like it just happened. Like he
Mhm.
called me one day. He was like, "So like what do you think about editing?" And I'm like, "All right, yeah." And it just happened, and 5 months have gone by, and here I am.
How do you think how do you think that now that you're 5 months deep, how do you think the work has differed from what you expected it to be?
um, so it's just I'm like thinking about it now, and I talk to Conor about this all the time. It's like just watching, because I edited every scene like individually, and then I brought them all together in one big like timeline.
Mhm.
And it's so different. It's like I would edit it just for the conversation or like whatever like the action is in the film, in the scene. And then I'd go back and like we'd tweak it, we'd shorten it, we'd add music. And then once you add music and like all these audio cues like crescendos and all that, it really like, like, oh, we got to cut this part here, we need to lengthen this bit here. It becomes a totally different thing. And it's like thinking back to what it was before like adding all these elements to it, it's a totally different project. And like it feels like it's just grown so much. Yeah.
How does it feel to edit? Because I know you were on set for some of the scenes. How does it feel to edit some of the scenes you were on set for? How does that difference play out in your head?
It's definitely, it's really interesting. I mean, watching a scene evolve, it's also kind of weird because like you're there and you're watching it unfold and you're not really thinking about, I especially wasn't thinking about like how is this going to be edited, but like it's just like a funny feeling I kind of pull myself out of it. Like in all the scenes that like I'm editing that I was like there for, I don't think of that. I don't think of like the crew behind the camera. I just think of like what's in front of me, like who's in the scene. And it feels like it feels like I'm watching a story unfold. And I think that's like, especially that's like a testament to Frank and, his DP skills. And it just makes you feel like you're living in a world, it's like you're not even watching a movie. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And I know this obviously is not one of your first editing experiences, but is this one of the first big projects that you've edited for?
Absolutely, yeah. I think the longest thing that I've edited was like maybe 10 minutes or 12 minutes before this, and going from that to a roughly 45-minute film. It's probably going to be shorter after this. It's just such a jump, and like I've learned so many things. It's like I have a whole journal. I'm keeping tabs on like everything that I'll do different the next time I'm editing a film.
What are some things that you think you'll do different next time?
Definitely organization. I'm OCD, but like I have bad OCD, but I also am like ADHD. I'm a fucking mess. But yeah, it's I actually got this book, and I'm just gonna do a plug real quick.
Yeah, do a plug.
But Art of the Cut, this has really helped me. And it just has a lot of like just stories from editors around the world, and like talking about like major motion pictures and horror stories of organization skills, like, or the lack thereof. And I'm like, wow, okay, so I know I'm not the only one with like kind of poor organization skills. Also, like they give you tips on like how to fix that, and like just like from the get-go, like what to do. And it's like, oh wow, just this tiny little tweak, this one thing that I could have done to like just, it's like a domino effect. You don't do this one thing and it just kind of like eventually it doesn't crumble, but it's like you see like, oh yeah, that would have really helped in the beginning. But there's a lot of good stuff in there. Organization is key.
Mm-hmm. And when you edit on individual scenes, what specifically are you going through and you looking for? I'm
looking for, so like the key, like the dialogue, keeping that in mind, because that's like what's the goal of the scene, like how is it gonna like fuel the rest of the film, like what's carrying the scene. And if it's like an action, or if it's like one piece of like dialogue that like the main actor says or something, that's what you want to kind of, at least that's how I do it. I construct the scene around that. And of course, if it's like buried in a conversation, you want to edit for the conversation. You want to make it like, give a good pacing. Don't rush it, or rush it. Depends on like the mood. If it's like super anxious, like you might want to rush it. There's actually a scene in here that like is like very like high tension. It's a very anxious moment. Calls for like quick editing or quick cuts. But yeah, I'd look for cues like that, and that definitely helps.
Do you have a favorite like style of scene that you like to edit?
Um, I like awkward moments, like if it's like an awkward conversation or if it's just like a strange encounter. Um, I like just like long periods of time, like maybe like it feels a little too long. Like there's a lot of moments in this film where it calls for that.
What was I going to ask you next? Oh, how far are you on editing the film right now?
I'd say we're like halfway through, maybe like the last round of edits, like the last, maybe there's probably gonna be one more round of edits after this, but they're getting quicker. So it's like we've already sent off like a good portion of the beginning of the film to sound. And after that, we're gonna be sending out the entire film to color, or to VFX, and then color. And it's close. It's almost done.
Are you getting excited or sad?
I'm getting it's emotional. It is definitely exciting though. It's like um it's it was hard to see this moment, like when I was starting. I was like, I don't know when this is going to be done, but like um coming to this point in time, it's like it's like refreshing, and like it's just like another burst of energy, like of excitement.
I know Connor early on the beginning kind of struggled to find an editor for the project because he wanted someone that he thinks really fit his tone and his pacing for the movie. How do you think that you were able to achieve that?
I don't know. Maybe it was just I feel like one of the things that I take like pride in with editing is like I can adapt to like a director's like style, or what they're going for. And I feel like there's that flexibility that I feel like might be, it's like, because when you editors are so different, it's like how writers can be different. They have like a different editing style, and I feel like there's just something that clicked with Conor and I, that he saw in my work, I guess. Or I don't know, maybe it's just a match made in heaven, because it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun working with him. Yeah, it's been a ride.
And now that you're almost done with the project, I know it's hard because you've been with it for so long, but how do you feel about the movie now that you've kind of seen it for so long?
I feel really, really good. It's like, I don't, it's kind of, it's hard to see right now. Like, I think once color and like VFX and sound are all, once it's done, I mean, like I haven't seen the film. Like I don't know what it's gonna look like after VFX is added.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just so used to seeing like the barren, like low, like no color raw footage. But like I'm so excited to see how like the other editors are gonna, put their sauce on this film, as Conor says all the time. Now I'm talking like Conor. Um, but I couldn't be more excited to see how it comes out. I know it's like, my mind is blown. Like I don't, like with like the edits that Conor provides, Conor and Jack both provide. And again, that the audio, like the music it's great. I like it so far. The people that Conor has shown the film to, like he's telling me that they're getting pumped, and that's pumping me up.
And Jimmy, what do you think is next for you after the GDP movie?
So I'm definitely gonna be pursuing music. Like the projects that I currently have lined up, finishing the EP. I have another short film, a short horror film that I haven't signed on to yet, but I may be editing that. It's like 25 pages, so that's exciting. But definitely going to be producing some music videos and doing that music stuff.
That's super exciting. Is there anything else you want to plug before we let you go?
Yes, check out Del on Spotify or on Bandcamp too. We're posting like short comedy sketches. It's me and my brother. That's our band. It's one of our bands. Oh God, we have so many bands. Mall Cops is our other band. If you want to check those guys out too. But yeah, just I guess my music. That's what I want to plug.
Perfect. And how do you spell Del?
Del.
Del. Perfect. Okay, Jimmy, since this is your second golden hour, that makes it your platinum hour. Do
Whoa.
you remember how to do the outro, or do you want me to explain it? I know it's been a hot minute.
Please explain.
Okay, perfect. I'll do it real quick. So you're gonna go, hi, my name is Jimmy Del Ponte, and this is my platinum hour. And then, hi, my name is Jimmy Del Ponte, and that was my golden hour.
Okay. See if I don't
Okay.
screw this up. Hi, I'm Jimmy Del Ponte, and this is my platinum hour. Good.
Perfect.
Hi. I'm gonna do that again. That high. Hi, I'm Jimmy Del Ponte, and that was my platinum hour.
Ooh, that's perfect. And I see your mall cup shirt. That's sick.
Oh yeah, this is Mall Cops.
I really like that.
Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, you can stop recording. I think we're good. Awesome.
Sweet.
More.